Olympic champion, just one of the big names in here. There's one or two new ones to kind of look out for. We'll point them out. Aaron Brown, very experienced Canadian on the outside. Was at the World Relays with De Grasse. Lots of guys went there to help the teams qualify for the World Championships later this year. Those World Relays were in China. Kenny Bednarek, though, will be concentrating on Grand Slam, and why not? And he's been running quick, 19.84 in Miami in this event. Has won it both times. Can Hughes get on terms? He ran in Atlanta recently in a straight 200 meters where he ran 19.55 with a very slight following wind. That's his slight, just slightly over the limit. But that just shows where he's at the moment. De Grasse will be trying to hang on to the two of them around that bend. He's in lane 5. Decent lane draw for him. The 21-year-old Jamaican, Brian Lavelle, only once under 20 seconds, but that's a great thing to do. His next best after that is 20.34, so he kind of wants to get more consistent in that low 20-second mark, the young Jamaican. Onward Zarike, and is in lane 3. Mentioned this, tricky 3 inside lanes here. Ran the 100 in those games in Atlanta, got beat by Sambine, and everyone's been getting beat by Sambine this year. Christian Coleman, like you, Anson, saw him yesterday practicing at the start out of lane 2, just trying to get familiar with this. 100 meters, of course, by far his best event, but he's no slouch at 200 on his day. And then Christian Miller, 19-year-old, just a couple of weeks ago. He actually beat Christian Coleman in Tokyo in the Grand Prix just recently, over 100 meters. And it'll be interesting to see how he goes at the longer sprint here. He's not known as much at the 200. So Brown on the outside. Kenny's in 7. Hughes is in 6. De Grasse is in 5. Anyone else going to get involved? What about Christian Coleman all the way in lane 2?
I'm thinking all Kenny right now, man. What's he going to do? And Zarnel, is he going to show that he's got something?
Might just have a breeze on the back of the athletes down the home straight. Could work for them.
Set.
There's a little twitch from Hughes, but he got away, but Kenny's got away strongly as well. And in fact, Kenny Bednarek has taken a meter out of Zarnel Hughes round the top bend. Aaron Brown has had to watch him glide past him. Look at Coleman in lane 2. He has come to the races here. Can he maintain? No, no, no. Here goes Kenny, away and gone. Kenny wins it, 1993. Another great performance. It's just been taken to 1995. Daylight. In fact, almost a week between him and the rest. Never mind a day. It was
He said a week.
So far ahead of everybody.
1995 on this track is absolutely ridiculous, man. Like I said, I saw him do those turns yesterday effortlessly, making up the stagger on Aaron Brown within the first 20 or 30 meters, which is a testament to the speed around the turn, because Aaron Brown is actually a really good turn runner. So I know Hughes did what he could. You know, he saw him for the entire race, literally was behind him and saw him for the entire race, but did what he could. Kenny got in the straightaway and just, no one's going to catch him by that point.
To try and explain this, because Hughes is running very, very well, but he's half a second behind.
Lots of potential for Davidson. Told me he wants to get back to the World Juniors this year.
So many outstanding talents here in Jamaica in the boys sprints. Lavelle, of course, there's Nazir John. Spoke about him earlier, 20.79 in the World Under-20 semifinals in Nairobi last year. Didn't get through to the final. Did make the 100 final in Nairobi, finishing in 7th position. And hoping to deliver a medal for Grenada here. Their medal hopes would have been hit Grenada when Jamora Alves came down with illness and out of 3 field events where she would have been favored to medal. There's Jaden Reed of the Cayman Islands, trains here in Jamaica at Jamaica College.
20.91, man. I think this distance between all of those he does, 100, 200, 400, is his best. tight inside lane. He's a tall boy, but if he can negotiate the curve, he can get right. Here's Brian Level, the favorite, undefeated at 200 this season.
And he hopes to keep it that way. His one defeat at 100 meters came at the hands of the CARIFTA champion now, DeAndre Daly. This race scheduled for 6:15. Just a minute away from that. The stadium announcer welcoming Kareem Street Thompson, still the long jump record holder. As we look at the lineup, Nasir John in lane number 8 representing Grenada, 20.79 personal best, second fastest in the field. There is Wanya Bell. We expected a British Virgin Islands athlete to be in this final, but we thought it would be Jalil Kroll. Bell has already finished 5th in the 100 final, now looks to improve over 200. Sandra Davison, anchorman on Jamaica's winning team last night, 20.90 personal best, 21.26 in qualifying. Sandra Davison, he's looking for an individual medal here to go with relay gold. There's the favorite, 20.53 personal best, consistently under 21 seconds, 21.01 in qualifying. Shaquille McKay, 21.38 this season, 21.33 at his best, 21.46 in qualifying, competitor 4.13. In lane number 3, the Bahamian, Zion Campbell, looking calm, unperturbed ahead of this final. The Bahamian in lane 3, competitor 48. Then in lane number 2, 20.91 personal best, Jaden Reed of the Cayman Islands, 4th in the 100 meters. Badly wants to take home a medal for his country. And on the inside, in lane number 1, Maskell Beckles of Barbados, slowest into the final at 21.73.
Level has looked the best in qualifying, balanced and easy. Has the fastest time in the semis, 21.01.
CARIFTA record, once the world under 20 record, 19.93. Usain Bolt, forget about it. Final of the under 20 boys 200 meters. Ready for battle.
Set.
Off this time. Nasir John flew out in lane number 8. Brian Lavelle is also running a brilliant curve, as his teammate Sandra Davison. The Bahamian Campbell going well on the inside. Lavelle in front. Davison chasing him. Jamaica win the 1-2. John gets bronze.
The men's 200 meters across different levels of global competition have recently offered a fascinating contrast between established elite dominance and the explosive rise of the next generation. Two races in particular, Kenny Bednarek's commanding performance at the Grand Slam meet and the thrilling showdown at the CARIFTA Games, captured this dynamic perfectly, showing how the event is evolving on multiple fronts. At the senior international level, Kenny Bednarek once again reminded the sprinting world why he remains one of the most reliable and dangerous 200-meter runners of his era. Lining up against a field packed with experience and pedigree, including Aaron Brown, Christian Coleman, Zarnel Hughes, and Olympic champion Andre De Grasse, Bednarek delivered a performance defined by control, power, and ruthless efficiency. His 19.95-second victory was not just fast, it was authoritative. From the curve onward, he separated himself decisively, maintaining flawless mechanics while others struggled to match his rhythm. In a race featuring veterans and proven championship performers, Bednarek looked untouchable, reinforcing his status as a consistent title contender and a benchmark for excellence in the event. In contrast, the CARIFTA Games told a different but equally compelling story, one centered on youth, raw talent, and Jamaica's relentless sprinting pipeline. While the times were naturally slower than those seen at the elite professional level, the intensity and implications were just as significant. Brian Lavelle emerged as the standout, continuing his unbeaten run in the 200 meters with a smooth and confident 20.53-second victory. His calm execution and technical maturity belied his age, marking him as a future cornerstone of Jamaican sprinting. Alongside him, Sandre Davidson delivered a performance that may have resonated even louder in the long term. Fresh off a decisive anchor leg in the 4x100-meter relay, Davidson surged to a lifetime best of 20.90 seconds for silver, displaying explosive strength and a fearless finishing drive that immediately drew comparisons to Jamaica's legendary sprinters of the past. Though he narrowly missed gold, his performance signaled enormous upside and hinted at what may come as he transitions to higher levels of competition. When viewed together, these two races illustrate the full spectrum of the men's 200 meters today. Bednarek represents the refined peak, an athlete operating at maximum efficiency against the world's best. Meanwhile, Lavelle and Davidson embody the future, where potential, hunger, and national sprinting culture continue to fuel Jamaica's dominance. One race showcased mastery, the other revealed promise. Together, they confirm that the 200 meters remains one of athletics' most dynamic and compelling events, with its present firmly established and its future already accelerating fast.